Welcome to WWE Talk Podcast number 8. I know it's been a while since I've done one. I've been busy and stuff. I'm gonna do my payback review, talk about this past Monday Night Raw, do my Extreme Rules, predictions, and maybe some news and rumors. So I thought Payback was a very good pay-per-view, a lot of good and great matches. I'm not gonna say too much about it. Ziggler beat Corbin, which I think Corbin should have won, but it was a good match. Kalisto beat Ryback again. Good match with Ryback and Kalisto. Both got a lot of offense in. Next, we had Enzo and Kaz in the first match of the night. Enzo and Kaz taking on the Vaudevillains. That's right. In the finals of the tag team tournament. Brought to you by Bootios. Make sure you're not booty. And we know how that match ended in no contest because Enzo got knocked out. His head bounced off the middle rope and he fell to the ground, got knocked out. That was a very scary moment. You don't see that happen very often. Why like that? I heard Enzo was getting better and he should be returning soon, which is good, so I'm happy about that. Glad it was just a concussion, it could have been much worse. Second match was Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn. Owens beat Sami Zayn. This was a very good match for these two. These two hate each other. They just went right at each other, and just it was very physical match. Zayn hit all of his moves. He hit that DT outside the ring. He inside the ring, outside the ring. Cool match. Owens won. Then Owens, after the match, got on the mic. Talked about how he can get his Intercontinental title back. He's going to stay out here and watch the next Intercontinental title match. Be at the announce table. Next is Miz versus Cesaro for the Intercontinental title. Maurice was at ringside, of course. This was a good match. These two worked very well together. I enjoyed this match. Miz beat Cesaro for the roll-up, I believe. During the Sami Zayn attacked Owens at the announce table. They fought in the ring. It distracted. So after the match, they all got into it. They all fought after the match was over. Which led to the fatal 4-way Intercontinental match. What happened tonight at Extreme Rules? I'll get that during my predictions. Ambrose beat Chris Jericho in a good match. These two had a pretty good feud so far. Ambrose and Jericho. I've liked it. I've enjoyed it. Ambrose won with Dirty Deeds, pinned Jericho 1, 2, 3. Ambrose finally got a big win. About time. He needed it. Charlotte beat Natty. The ending to the Charlotte and Natty match at Payback was totally ridiculous and stupid. The Chicago screw job. I think they're in Chicago. Yeah. Charles Robinson, Will Nate's referee, called for the bell as soon as Charlotte put Natalya in the sharpshooter. The ref called for the bell. The ref got out of there. Charlotte got the title, right out, won. And after the match, Natalia and Bret Hart put Charlotte and Ric Flair in the sharpshooter at the same time, which is pretty cool. But Natty got screwed. So set up the match at Extreme Rules as a submission match. Ric Flair's banned from ringside. It was a good match until the end. The end just ridiculous ending to that match. Vince came out to pick who ran Raw. This went on a little too long. He ended up saying Stephanie and Shane would both run Raw. See how it goes. I think he said he hopes they cut each other's throat, or it's cutthroat, something like that. Next, we have the main event. Roman Reigns defending the WWE Heavyweight Championship against AJ Styles. This was a very good match with these two. These two worked pretty well together, actually. AJ got a really good match out of Roman Reigns. A lot of back and forth action. AJ hit a flying forearm. They were up to the outside through the announce table, which was really cool. They fought inside the ring, outside the ring. Eventually, Luke Gallows and Cole Anderson came out to help AJ Styles. The Usos came out. AJ beat Reigns twice by countout and by DQ. Eventually, they restarted the match as no disqualification match, no countout match. That's how Gallows and Anderson got involved, and the Usos got involved. And Reigns ended up spearing AJ and pinning him 1, 2, 3. Reigns won. He kept the title. Good match. Entertaining match. They also announced after the pay-per-view backstage, Shane telling me that AJ Styles will get a rematch at Extreme Rules in an Extreme Rules match. So, overall, I thought Payback was a really good pay-per-view. Entertaining. So,
Robert told us you knew where Danny was. So, I went by Dina's, but he wasn't there. So it's just me. Right, give these a chance, You don't strike me as the type of guy who just let things go. You have 2 active criminal trespass, assault, and Bellevue says that you escaped through the custom.
Okay. Next, Monday Night Raw. On this past week. Thought Raw was good for the most part. Could have done it with a few things, but overall I thought Raw was good. Had some good things on it. Some things were entertaining. Could have been a lot better, yes, that's for sure. But wasn't terrible. Wasn't bad. I want to do a little rant at the end.
Do you want to explain the suspect's condition?
I don't like this. He fell on his face.
Please.
That was me. That's took a shot at me. I'm sorry. I'm sensitive about that.
We start Raw with AJ Styles coming out with a promo. Talking about Extreme Rules, about how he's going to win the title, how he can do it on his own, about how Anderson and Gallows just been playing to help him win the title the whole time, and showed tweets from fans about Anderson and Gallows, and Reigns came out, cut a promo how he's gonna be AJ Styles at Extreme Rules. Anderson and Gallows can come out, Usos coming out. They all get into it. Good opening segment, something different for a change. No Stephanie. Something a little different from Stephanie starting Raw. Nice to start Raw with a match every once in a while to change things up. Next we have Cesaro versus Sami Zayn. Match really never got going because Miz and Owens were at ringside. On contrary, Owens got up and he attacked Miz, and Miz attacked him back. Miz got thrown into the ring. They went into the ring. They were all fighting each other in the ring. So Stephanie, Shane came out. So they made Owens and Sami Zayn versus Miz and Cesaro in a tag team match. It's actually a pretty good tag team match, actually. Entertaining match, good match. Owens and Sami Zayn won. The Miz got pinned again, which is really weird. Sami Zayn pinned the Miz with his Halu kick. Then Owens attacked Cesaro and Sami Zayn, laying them both out. Owens stood tall in the end. Cesaro actually hit the Miz with a skull crushing a finale because the Miz was going for the big swing. A lot of good entertaining stuff there. Further the feud for Extreme Rules match, so that was good. Jericho was backstage, as if he'd come out when Ambrose called him out. Jericho said he would. He wants to get an apology from Dean Ambrose. The Shining Stars beat two jobbers. They made their debut. It was good against. It was good they did against jobbers, made them look stronger and better. But the crowd was not into them whatsoever. Crowd didn't care. Some crowds suck. Some crowds are good. You don't know what you're gonna get from a wrestling crowd when you go to a show. So the crowd could be, could be good, could be great. Could be okay, could be bad. You never know who the crowd's gonna cheer for or what the crowd's gonna do during the show. So, but this was a good way to debut them, to get them over. So I was fine with that. Next week, Ambrose come out. He talked about Chris Jericho how he put him in the hospital, trying to end his career. This feud is not about a freaking plant at all. About Ambrose wanting revenge for getting put in the hospital. He called out Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho came out and told him to shut up. There's a cage hanging above the ring. Eventually, Ambrose challenged Chris Jericho to a match. Extreme Rules. Jericho accepted. Ambrose said it's gonna be no regular match. It's gonna be an asylum. He brought down the cage. He said it's gonna be an asylum match. You had weapons hanging from the top. Cool looking cage. They had a straight jacket, a plant, barbed wire 2x4, a strap, a mop, and a bucket, kendo stick hanging up there. Should be an interesting match at Extreme Rules. I thought that was a good segment there. Next we had Dana Brooke make her right debut, and she beat Becky Lynch. This was an okay match. And it sucks that Emma's out injured. She has a back injury. Sounds like she's going to be out to the end of the year, maybe until next year. But we don't know for sure yet, but that's what it's looking like, which sucks for her. She's doing so good as a heel coming into her own. Dana Brooke beat Becky Lynch again for the second time now. I don't get why they're making Becky Lynch lose so much. It's really ridiculous. It was an okay match. Dana Brooke is too green to be on the main roster. She's not ready for the main roster right now. Dana Brooke is not ready to be on the main roster right now at all. She's really not. She's too green still. Next we had Breeze and Fandango against Golden Truth. This match, we could dumb it up this match. We didn't need this. Save it for SmackDown. Don't need it on Raw. Golden Truth lost. R-Truth accidentally hit Goldust. Goldust got pinned. Ay. Next, New Day came out for a promo about Extreme Rules, how they're going to win, how they got a time machine. They went back in time. This was an okay segment. It wasn't all bad. Some of it was funny. Some of it was a little over the top. I did like the part. I did like the part where the 2009 Kofi Kingston came back with the Jamaican accent. That was cool and funny. I knew they can be funny and entertaining at times, but I think they were better as heels than baby faces. But they are over as baby faces, so the crowd loves the New Day. They are over as babyface. Their merch sells like crazy, so they're not going anywhere anytime soon. The Usos beat Anderson and Gallows, I think, was terrible booking call. How do you put Anderson and Gallows under to the freaking Usos? Bad booking here. It was a good match. It was a very good match. These two worked very well together. Anderson and Gallows dominated a good part of the match, but the Usos got to win in the end, which was wrong. Gallows and Anderson should have won. Should have pinned the Usos. But what can you do? After the match, AJ Styles and Reigns were ringside for this. After the match, they all fought each other in the end. AJ Styles attacked Reigns with a chair. Then he hit the Styles Clash on the chair, which was really cool to see. They let AJ do the Styles Clash on the chair, so that was cool. AJ Styles stood tall, which is really good to see. They booked AJ Styles so strong here. I like that. Next, we had Big Cass beat Devon really quick. Not much of a match. It was like a 2-minute match. Big Cass won. Not much to say. Next, we had Del Rio beat Kalisto. Rusev distracted Kalisto. He was beating up Sin Cara. Del Rio won. He pinned Kalisto 1, 2, 3 with a backstabber. Rusev attacked Kalisto after the match. Gave him one hell of a accolade. Bent him in half. He didn't break his freaking back or neck. God damn. That accolade looked brutal. Jeez. They're making Rusev look stronger, which is good. And the main event of the whole show, the main event of Raw was the women's contract sign between Charlotte and Natalya. I get what they're doing here. I like they're trying to push the women's division, make it more important. I get that. I like that idea. I see what they're trying to do here. I applaud them for that. But Natalya was not the right person to be in the main event with Charlotte for a contract signing. It was much better when they did it with Paige. That's just the truth. Look, the contract signing was good and all. It was entertaining. Ric Flair was Ric Flair. He was getting out of control. So Charlotte tried to calm her father down, but he was taking off the shirt. He wanted to fight Shane, and they had a new stipulation: if Ric Flair comes anywhere near the ring at all, Charlotte will forfeit the title to Natalya right there and right then. They didn't like that situation at all. They both signed the contract. It's official. Natalya put Charlotte in the sharpshooter and then hold the women's title up to end the show. Wasn't the best way to end Raw, but it wasn't terrible or bad or anything. Just kind of odd. Ric Flair kind of stole the spotlight. I get there in Flair country in North Carolina, so that's why they ended it with that. I get that. I understand that. It was good. This Raw was interesting, weird, odd, good. They could have rearranged some stuff, and probably would have came off a lot better than what it did. But what can you do? It is what it is. Now, the Extreme Rules predictions. I think Extreme Rules has a good card. I think it'd be a very good pay-per-view. Has some interesting stipulations. Hopefully they booked the matches right. We start off with the kickoff show match. A no disqualification match. Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin for the third or fourth, fifth time now. This should be it. It should be the last match in the feud. I'm picking Baron Corbin to beat Dolph Ziggler. Corbin will look strong here. Ziggler will. It'd be a very. This would be a very good match. You two can put on a good match together. We started this at Payback. It was a good match. Yeah, I think it'd be a very good match with Corbin and Ziggler. No, you can Corbin. We'll see some weapons being used and stuff. Fighting outside the ring. The main card. Let's start with. So the New Day versus the Vaudevillains for the tag team titles. I think that's because New Day is so over right now. The merch sound like crazy that they're gonna keep the tag titles on the New Day. I'm gonna pick the New Day to win, but this should be a good match. I think it's the Vaudevillains feud with Enzo and Kaz next, most likely. If not, the Dudley Boys. Be a three-way tag team feud there. I think Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson will take the tag team titles off of New Day sometime soon. I hope anyway. That'd be the way to go with Gallows and Anderson. Make them dominant tag team champions. Gallows and Anderson. So I'm picking the New Day to win. Should be a good match. Entertaining match. Next, we have Rusev versus Kalisto for the United States title. I'm picking Rusev to win the United States title. It just makes sense. They're making Rusev look really strong right now. I think it'd just be better off if Rusev had the U.S. title. You bring John Cena back. You have John Cena win the U.S. title. What they're talking about doing? It's not confirmed yet, but they're talking about having Cena win the U.S. title and bringing back the U.S. Open challenges this summer. So let's wait and see what happens there. But I'm going with Rusev to beat Kalisto. Hopefully, be somewhat of a okay to good match. Next, we have the Usos versus the other Bloodline, aka the Usos, versus the Club, Anderson and Gallows in a tornado match. I'm picking Gallows and Anderson to win this match. Anderson and Gallows really needs to win this match. They need to be booked strong in this match as well. So let them dominate the Usos. Let them take out and injure the Usos so they can't get involved in the main event. So it's a 3-on-1. Anderson, Gallows, AJ Styles, Reigns. You can have Anderson. We'll get to that part later in the main event, my prediction. But Anderson and Gallows wins. Next, we have the Fatal 4-Way Intercontinental title match. I think this match will be good. Owens versus Cesaro versus Miz versus same thing will be a very good match. Will be a very good match. This could go any which way. I think this is actually a very enjoyable, very good, great match. They'll go out there and work their asses off, and we'll see a whole bunch of different moves because the weapons involved. Then it's 4 ways, no disqualification. This match could go any way. I can see the Miz winning. I can see Owens winning. I can't even see Cena winning. But I'm going to pick Cesaro to win and become the new Intercontinental Champion. I think it's time for Cesaro to get a run. Another run as the Intercontinental Champion. He's over with the crowd. He has a lot of personality right now. He's great in the ring. He's so strong. I think it's time for Cesaro to get a push and become the new Intercontinental. I'm picking Cesaro. This has a chance to steal the show as one of the best matches of the night. Next, we have Chris Jericho versus Ambrose in an Asylum match, which is basically a cage match with just weapons hanging above off the sides of the cage. It should be an interesting match. I'm looking forward to it. Should be a great, very good to great match. These two work very well together. The feud's been good. I'm gonna go with Ambrose. I'm gonna go with Ambrose beating Chris Jericho because Ambrose needs a couple of big wins in a row. So I'm gonna go with Ambrose beating Chris Jericho here. I guess you win by pinfall or submission, I imagine. You can't climb out, so I say Ambrose wins. Next, we have Charlotte versus Natalya in the submissions match with Ric Flair's banned from ringside. And then Ric Flair comes out anywhere close to the ring. Charlotte forfeits the women's title automatically. So I'm going to go with Charlotte beating Natty to keep the women's title because it makes no sense to take the title off Charlotte right now. Let Sasha Banks do it at SummerSlam. If not her, Paige. Because the rumor is they're going to start a Charlotte Paige feud after Extreme Rules. That could bring Del Rio into it. Because Charlotte had a fling with Del Rio right before he started to date Paige. And Paige and Charlotte aren't getting along backstage right now in WWE. So they could bring that on into storyline for TV. I hope they put Paige back in the title picture because she needs to be pushed again. Paige is one of your most over divas. The fans love her. You need to use her. You need to push Paige. And you need to use and push Sasha Banks. I'm picking Charlotte to beat Natalya. This should be a great match. Charlotte and Natalya put on great matches with each other. Hope they get enough time. Should be a very entertaining, great match. I have no doubt about that. Charlotte wins. Now, the main event of the evening. The Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns. To be honest, this should be a great match. I believe Anderson and Gallows will get involved. They'll either screw AJ or help AJ win the title, one or the other. I'm going to pick AJ Styles to beat Roman Reigns to walk out as the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Screw it. I'm going against the grain. I'm picking AJ Styles to beat Roman Reigns. 1, 2, 3. Win the title. With help from Anderson Gallows and the newest member of the Bulletproof Club, Finn Balor. Probably not, but what the hell? I'm going with it anyway. So, I think this match will be crazy. A lot of weapons will get involved. Hopefully a few tables will get broken. They'll fight outside the ring, inside the ring. It'd be a fun, good, great match. Now some news and rumors. It's going that Sasha Banks might be injured. What I've heard from Dave Meltzer is that she got kneed in the head by a referee, but doesn't make much sense. But they're saying Sasha Banks is injured, maybe injured with a head injury, possibly. Not sure yet. There's a lot of stuff going around, so we have to wait and see what happens there. I hope she's not injured. I hope if she is, she recovers fast and she'll be okay. They need to start using and pushing Sasha Banks a lot more. Because fans aren't going to care by SummerSlam if they give her the title because she hasn't been used at all. So, I think that's about it for the. There's no news for Extreme yet because it's so early. But if there is, I'll do another video later if there's any more news or big breaking news about Extreme Rules.
I wanted him to eat healthy, so I feed Jake Purina Cat Chow Naturals Indoor, a nutritious formula with no artificial flavors, made specifically for indoor cats. Purina Cat Chow, nutrition to build better lives.
In a good, clean salad, every ingredient is a main ingredient. The new green goddess cob with avocado, bacon.
Oh yeah, Cody Rhodes. He asked for his release from WWE, which was a total shock. I didn't see that comment. Cody Rhodes asking for his release from WWE. No other info. I don't know why he did. He said he's gonna release a statement shortly. So I don't know. Well, no, what? He said he's gonna release a statement. As right now, Goldust and his wife Eldon, who's the ring announcer, how do you pronounce her name, is still working. Still will be staying with WWE. Goldust worked the house show last night for WWE. So I don't know if Goldust is staying long term or not, or if he a lot up in the air right now. That came a bit as a shock. Cody Rhodes leaving. But I read there's some contracts coming up for WWE in June and July. Don't know who. I'm sure that they would sign some of them, but not all of them. But who knows? Let's wait and see what happens. Triple H wants to get rid of some guys. Bring up some more NXT guys, but I don't want him to kill off NXT either by bringing up too many people at once either. So it's a kind of double sword there. Now a little bit of a rant. One of the biggest problems with the wrestling business today is the wrestling fans. Period. Because the wrestling fans today in the last year to 2 years have become so friggin' negative and bitch and complain about every little thing that has to do with WWE, TNA, ROH somewhat, whatever no matter what WWE does, or whether it's good, bad, or what, they bitch and complain about. Same thing with TNA. They bitch and complain about every little thing. I'm so sick and tired of being so goddamn negative and bitching and complaining about every little thing that has to do with wrestling, with WWE, TNA. Whether it's good or bad, people keep bitching and complaining about every little thing. They nit and pick every little thing, which is so stupid. Don't do that. Watch the show. Enjoy the show. Stop being so nicky and picky every little thing. Nick and pick every little thing. Stop bitching and complaining so much. I see it all the friggin' time. It gets so old so fast. And the wrestling podcasting is getting so oversaturated. So many people do these podcasts now. Yeah, I know. I'm one of them. Ironic, but seeing more and more people doing them over the years, it's gotten really oversaturated. And, it is what it is. People do them because they like doing them. They enjoy doing them, which is good and fine. That's no problem with people doing them. It's just amazing how many people do them now and how many wrestlers have their own podcast shows now. But, I just think of all the bitching, complaining, and negativity in the wrestling business. It's getting really old and tiring, and WWE's every perfect. We're not going to see the freaking Attitude Era back, or Ruthless Aggression Era come back, so get over it. Move on. They can't bring back the Attitude Era. They can't bring back the Attitude Era because they can't do most of they did back in the Attitude Era because they won't get away with it today. They'll get in trouble for freaking most of it. Yeah, they can be more of an adult product, which I'm all for. Yes, they'll be more adult product. But that doesn't mean you have to be the Attitude Era again, because you can't be Attitude Era again. You can't be Ruthless Aggression Era again. Those eras come and gone. So grow up and get over it. Move on from the Attitude Era. Move on from the Ruthless Aggression Era. Focus on today's wrestling. Have an open mind about it. But this has been WTNA Talk, podcast number 8. And until next time, see you later and try being more positive. Make sure you get and buy the WWE Network Watch Extreme Rules pay tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Pre-show, the kickoff show, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Time. Make sure you check out Extreme Rules tonight. It should be a great pay-per-view. WWE's taking it to the extreme tonight. Don't miss Extreme Rules. See you later.